Hello everybody and welcome back. We're continuing to play on Manor Lords on our Rebuilding Portugal series. As you can see, we have our beautiful town of Óbidos in front of us, which is going to be a slow growing town. We do, however, in the back corner there have Lisboa, and that is a town which I'm hoping will explode by the end of this episode. Our goal for this episode is to get trade up and running for Lisboa, and as soon as we have that well established, everything should start moving at a very, very fast pace. But the first thing we need to do is we need to take our guys here and start them off towards these brigands. So we are quite a long way in front of the Baron's troops. We don't want to share any of the influence. We want it all to be ours. And so with that, we still don't like being surrounded by trees, which I've always found amusing. But apparently neither do they. So I'm hoping... There you go, we shouldn't be... Oh, I'm in the low ground. Interesting. Oh, I lost a troop. I did not like that outcome. There you go. We took all of the influence from ourselves. That should stop the Baron from claiming this last region, I hope. We will also then get the gold, which is once again going to come back to me, simply because if I could get it to Lisboa, I would, but with, as it's looking, I don't think I can. So, that now belongs to me. Let's get you guys back, and we'll get you disbanded. Now, Óbidos has just gone up to level 2, with both of my orchard plots reaching that higher level. We are starting to get apples in, which is fantastic. And out of curiosity, yep, we also do have good food stall supply, which is one of the things I really do want to maintain. So let's have a look. Obviously, we've gone in for orchardry. We don't need rye cultivation or irrigation. I'm not going to worry about that. We will eventually, I think, push for the heavy plow once we really start to get into the farming area, but we're still quite young on that, so I don't think we need to worry too much. We will get heavy plow and bakeries, but for now, actually, I think I'm gonna go for beekeeping. And we're gonna get some wonderful beekeeping going in this region. Now, we're going to do this fairly close on the inside of town. In fact, we might even do this in our town. Do we want it in our town centre? I'm thinking I can put one here, just off the town centre. A lovely little apiary right there. And for my second apiary, in fact, I might just put them both sides of the church. Traditionally, in the past, it was quite often clergymen, churches, or monasteries that did in fact keep bees. So I'm going to build those two there. And we shall keep those ready up and running. Now, so that's going to be those two. We could probably do with some more families in Óbidos. Sorry, Óbidos, not Óbidos. I have to remember to pronounce that correctly. For all of you out there, I promise you, I am very much trying. So, Óbidos is going quite nicely. We only have 3 free families. I wouldn't mind having a couple more, being able to put 1 or 2 more on farming when needed. We do also have our wood industry fairly quiet at the moment. I mean, it's perfectly fine. I'm not overly massive, but I think I can sustain some more houses. We've got a good supply of food, and we have some very nice income in terms of everything going forward. So, I think I'm going to build the next set of houses. Now, I'm going to build it pretty much the same as I've been. In fact, I'm going to do a slight variant. I'm going to do... plot points. Plot points. So I think maybe about that size. Yeah, so I'm going to go for... three smaller houses. Oh, the Baron's troops just walking on through. He has not declared any kind of war against me. He's they're in the point of going home because they did not get to the brigands in times. Now, hopefully, like I said, that stops him from claiming anything. And so what I'm going to do then for my next plot, I am going to make this a double one again. Oops, that's not going to be a double, is it? Probably about that big. And what I'm going to try to do is kind of the same as what I've done, except, there you go, I want that to now come in that direction instead. And so yes, that's going to be another big, large double plot. Probably will do orchards again. I know I could do vegetables, but... and I probably should at some point, if I'm perfectly honest, but I think I want to keep with orchardry in Orbidos, just because it's quite nice, really. Okay, you don't need a stall, neither do you. Your pantry apparently has one thing in it already, which is interesting. I suppose, yes, honeycomb. I will assign someone to them once this has... keep citing these rulers. Once these have been built, I'm not going to fast forward because we keep citing rulers, so things are kind of just going ahead normally. Now, got a couple people mining clay. We've got some logs being done. We could probably do with some planks as well. Wood cutting is okay. Animals are down at our limit. Berries are out, but we do have 5 months of fuel. We'll be able to put some more people to hunting again very shortly, I would like to think. But that will technically get us through winter. It will just be close. Let's just put it that way. And I'm going to get one person, I think, on our stone deposit to get that slowly ticking away. We can still get 3 more families. We have living space for 11 families, so we can still get 3 more of those. So that is all good and up and running. The tannery, we will keep you with a stall because you do actually kind of need it. A little bit annoying. And so we've got the stonecutter camp coming. The hitching post, which I'm actually going to go and upgrade to a small stable. I'm going to ask you to make that a priority. And then also, after the trading post doesn't need a stall, after the trading post, I also want a couple of, although I think, yes, I do need stone to get my clay furnaces. That came out from last session. And timber. So we'll keep the timber going. We'll get some people in stone deposit as soon as that's built. And other than that, things are looking quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Let's go ahead and get things moving a little bit faster for now. Well, yeah, watch the progress. Apiary's just been built. New family moves into Lisboa. Beautiful. And then that fills up to 3 people. The stable is built, and here comes winter. Oh, beautiful. Oh, and it's actually fuel that we're down on. Food, we have 8 months, so I don't need to worry about that at all. Orbidos has built a couple of its burgage plots. I think it's built all of them now. Let's pop back over and let us upgrade that last one. Oh, nope, the last one's not quite ready. That last one will obviously go up to a double plot. And we don't have a huge amount of gold, so I'm not going to put things in these back gardens just yet. Although I will, I think, immediately do the apples, because those take a long time to get going. And so with that, with more families turning up as well, we are going to trade. And I believe it's a crafting material. Iron slabs. We are going to export down to... I'm going to say 50. That'll allow us to build... Or do I... No, in fact, let's go no trade for the iron slabs. Because I will want to build some weapons, I think. Yes, I need a resource, ideally, where I can get a lot of it and make some good money. Now, how about it sounds... How much firewood do I have? Oh, only 8 months. So firewood's probably not the thing to sell quite yet. How about planks? They only get me 2. But you know what? Let's export planks down to 50. Whoa, not 450. Down to 50. That'll give us a bit of something to trade and a little bit of money to be made. And our logging camps, both are empty. So do you know what? Let's get one person in there. And one person in there. And yeah, let's keep our timber. In fact, I'm gonna keep that on 12. That allows me to build quite a lot of houses at once. Let's put the second burgage plot, or the second building in that burgage plot. Lisboa is coming along very nicely. Stonecutter camp. We don't need to worry too much about the tannery just yet. About the clothing supply. And so do you know what? Let's get those clay furnaces. I'm going to build 2 of them right next to each other. Oh, I don't like the uprooting of trees, though. I'm against the uprooting of trees. I like things to be taken down naturally. So let's put a little bit of a gap. We'll put things in the middle. That's fine. So we'll get those 2 built. There's nothing else being built here currently. Approval is fantastic. That'll keep people moving in. We've got space for 1 more family. And we, of course, very much do need to. Roof tiles will cost us 40. I'm going to go ahead and spend that before I spend it on anything else by accident, basically. And we will have some roof tiles ready to sell very, very shortly. Now, our supply is because of fuel. Now, where is woodcutters? That's what I want. Let's put someone back in there. Make sure we don't run out of firewood over the winter. And we have plenty of timber. Put someone on to start getting planks again. And let's get 1 person in our clay furnace. We do now have 132 clay. That is more than we need. And so let's keep things moving. I'm going to put things down on 4 speed a second. And we will get our trading post going. Now, to upgrade this takes 10. And I know there's 1 or 2 other buildings. But so I think holding a reserve of, say, maybe... No, not 203. 25, I think, will put us in fantastic stead, because that will simply allow us... I mean, we're not going to upgrade everything at once. That should allow us to have pretty much all the tiles we'll ever need. So with that, clay deposit is still very healthy. That will have that going. We don't need to quite put someone in there yet, as we still need to get more and more roof tiles just yet. That leaves us with 2 free families, one of which will go in this clay furnace to keep those tiles coming out. And once that is going, and we get to spring, we'll look to expand town. Now down here, we are going to go and place our apple orchard. Now our trading post is getting rid of excess planks. Down to 50. Yep, we are making plenty of planks. I'm going to slightly up our timber log reserves because we are making plenty of planks and that's not a problem. the bloomery, the tannery. Now, I believe we do have a lot of clay here as well. So let's look to build us a clay furnace here as well. Simply add it to this row of fine construction buildings. Now, of course, the bloomery and the clay furnace will also eventually disappear once all of the iron ore and clay have been used. We have just... Oh, it is spring. No storage space left in the saw pit. Yes, of course, that's because we need more people taking things out of there. So what I'm going to do is in the large storehouse, put a third person. They will, of course, I have no doubt, make another firewood stall. Probably just one of the major gripes for me with this game. I really wish you could control the stalls in the market, because I don't need 3 firewood stalls at this stage, if I'm perfectly honest. And with that, more to the point where... Oh. Oh, no, wait, there's my breath. I got so confused. I was like, where's my wild animals? But I'm staring right at it. And so with that, wild animals... if I can find... Should be here, I guess. Yes, hunting camp. Let's put someone back in the hunting camp. As we'll start getting some more meat back in, keeping the variety up. And we will very, very shortly put someone on berries as well, as they can seasonally get those out. I'm loving how there is absolutely fantastic supply. We are making a little bit of money, which is also fantastic. For me to get some more chicken coops, which just kind of trickle in some eggs now and again. We could build some more chicken coops, but I will leave that for now because I think I'm going to have greater use for the money in the long run. And then over in Lisboa, generic storage full, stonecutter camp, wow, massively full. Let's potentially go and put a second person in the storehouse, but maybe not quite yet. I mean, well, we can just turn off the stonecutter camp for now, to be honest. And then, do you know what? We will, in fact, put the second person in the storehouse. We might very quickly upgrade that as well. We're not building anything else at this point. There'll be 2 families. And I don't actually know if the 2 people working here do go and help out. But they will also be around to help out. 18 roof tiles. Are we making money? No, not quite yet. We have plenty of clay. And then, of course, we want someone in here as well. That does put me down to 1 family, who will be needed for my trade post. That also does allow me to get someone back in the hunting camp. That leaves no one spare. Right. Yes, unassigned families. It's unassigned him for 1 second. Although I say that, logging camp can be unassigned. Saw pit can be unassigned for now. Woodcutter's lodge can be unassigned. Okay, so that's suddenly a lot more people free to do a few jobs. I'm actually going to put the clay furnace back in there. And that leaves most of people doing what they need to do. So with that, we've got the large storehouse being rebuilt, which shouldn't take too long. And the mining pit, that does not surprise me. And then that also gets us some tiles on the go as well. We are up to 23. It will very much be worth getting someone in our trading post very soon, which is going to start our economy actually moving, which will be fantastic. In fact, I think, and let's take it off the full mining pit for now. We can take someone off that clay pit, as we have plenty of clay to keep both of our clay furnaces going. And that extra person can, in fact, export tiles. There you go. We've got one tile we're allowed to export. He can, in fact, start our trade game. And so with that, we are gathering food. We have plenty of fuel for now. We have so much construction material. We are upgrading to a large storehouse. We need to get the large granary on the go as well. And Lisboa is getting ready to start trading and really pushing towards the next stage. Now, back over here, we have a nice amount of meat coming in. Let's go and get someone in our forager's hut. Go and get a second in our hunting hut. And we are actually maxed out on families. Wow, where do I keep putting all these people? The bloomery, the tannery, the clay furnace. Where do I keep putting all these guys, huh? I suppose I'll put one in the large storehouse. I would like another one in the farmhouse. Of course, I restarted. My timber industry, didn't I? So I could make some money. Alright. Well, that simply means that I need more people. And for now, what I'm going to do is I don't know how many of the artisans I'm going to want. Potentially a cobbler. And I'll probably want a brewer. But for now, let's go and build some slightly nicer houses. These will, in essence, become my traders' houses. That's probably 2. Let's go for 3. We do want a little bit of a back garden, slightly bigger than what we've got. And 3 doubles, there you go. So for now, that will give me 6 extra families, and eventually I think they will become artisans once I've replaced these guys with other burgage plots. So those will be my artisans, slightly different in size again, a little bit bigger than the singles. But they will become some very, very beautiful houses facing my main square. And so obviously with those being built, there's actually only one family to be doing it. But we will turn that around, don't you worry. Tithe paid, goods given away, 3. That's just slowly keeping our influence ticking up, which we should be good on. Let's have a look at nice. We are getting food in the door. And we have 2 families free. Have we started to trade? Yes, we have. Trading has begun. Absolutely fantastic. And with a large storehouse complete, I think I want to then get my large granary on the go. And with that, we are getting meat and berries. With myself trading off roof tiles at a fairly substantial rate, one being worth 8. Let us potentially trade in some food. Now what's nice and cheap, because it all goes down the same, quite frankly. Eggs are worth 2, vegetables are also worth 2. They both cost me 20 to set up. Now I feel like that I may eventually turn it round to being able to sell vegetables, although this is a minor trade, so it doesn't matter anyway. But let's go ahead then and... So I don't actually have to buy any of them. Let's go ahead and import some vegetables. I would like to always house... I think for now, 30. I think 30 should be a good number. I do unfortunately import them for 12, so in fact, let's go that to no trade. Because before we grow, what we will do is sort out our food and clothing supplies so that we can, in fact, go up to the next level. Now we do only have 2 free families. And with that, we are going to... Where are we hitting everybody? Mostly on food by the looks of it. Our clay furnaces are going up beautifully. And with as soon as our large granary is finished in construction, although it's not going to actually go that fast because it's waiting on logs. Let's go and put one of our families in the tannery. That leaves 1 to finish the granary, which is the fastest it's going to go because that's what it takes to get logs going. We can also, however, order another ox, which I think will be worth it. It takes what's left of our wealth, but I think in the long run it is worth it. And of course, one of the next things I would actually quite like to build is our administration building. We do need more planks. So we will need to get someone back in the saw pit before too long. But I think for now, we'll finish off what we're doing. We'll sort out a clothing supply. And then we shall get things moving. Now, what is anybody missing? Okay, food variety is only at 44%. Berries, and we should have some meat on the go. And it's obviously just because, well, I especially think at the moment because my granary is upgrading, which is not going to help. But the meat should help us get double variety. Once we get 2 of these up to the next level, we can put a point in in better deals. And then we will start importing as the cost will massively come down. Okay, I think that's the plan. So we're going to start to get clothing very shortly. We do have... Oh, there you go. We're starting to get clothing already. Bandit camp was sighted. Where are we? Let's get... let's go and hire... 1 more. We have 334. Let's upgrade. I'm going to stop at 3 other armors. Hopefully these guys survive. Go and rally there. I want to see if I can actually get him to come to me. And there you go. And our wild animals are dropping down. I'll keep 1 of you on there for now. But the other guy I'm actually going to stick across here on berries. As these all get finished, let's go ahead and fast forward. Want you guys down here. Yeah, if you don't mind running. Let's see if I can get these guys to come and attack me. Preferably, yeah, I mean the Baron's miles away. Before he gets anywhere near involved. Otherwise, I have to run up a hill. Which I don't particularly want. He's... Oh, nope. Let's not get flanked. Let's turn around. Here he comes. Let's destroy this army as it arrives. Let's fast forward a little bit. Nice. Orbidos has built another burgage plot. Haha! Experience in home region. Doesn't like that there's corpses near. I thought that was taken out. High ground. Nice. Nobody died. Let's just come and claim the camp again. I think it's going to go to... In fact, what's... Oh, nah, Albedos is making a nice bit of money now. It's going to come to me. Again, I would put it to Lisboa, but the camp, I'm pretty sure the closest home region is Orbidos, not Lisboa. New message. Belongs to my treasury now. That will help to keep my troops nice and upgraded, but let's get them all home for now and disband them. Keep fast forwarding. And Lisboa, a pantry is full. Not the hunting camp, that's the forager's hut. That is still because this has not quite finished rebuilding. So people aren't quite doing what they're supposed to do. The last piece of timber. Here they are. I think it's supposed to be Agnes, but it looks like Agnes is helping. There he is. Viti, deliver that last log. And can somebody now please hit this building with a hammer? Come on, hit it with a hammer. It's definitely got all the materials it needs. Yeah, give me a hammer. I like those words. Hey, right now. A family is hungry. What? Don't be daft. A family is hungry. I think one of my retainers were complaining they were hungry. I've never seen that happen before. That was a bit weird. Bodies need burial. They do. They do. And for that, I would need a corpse pit. Now, weirdly, this has not actually been too much of a problem in the past because they've all just disappeared on their own. But I am going to go and build a corpse pit. It is going to be in the woods, and can I get it somewhere that doesn't uproot trees? Yep, right by there. Corpse pit under construction. We will leave that to be constructed. All of these are built. I will expand them very shortly. Let's go and get the corpse pit built first. Nice, we're getting a nice bit of regional wealth coming in here. On that, I'm simply going to go and chuck in the chicken coops. There should be 3. There you go. We'll get some more eggs in. Keep the variety. Oh, we got a few more to go. Let's go and put them all in. That's it. We're not going to go past that. These are going to be for other things. Yep. And all these 4 already have chicken coops. Done. So Orbidos is nicely under control. Now for Lisboa. We are also... oh, wow. Starting to make a beautiful amount of money over here as well. And so with that, let's see how we're doing. Burgage plot. Let's upgrade you to level 2. And let's get the other one in as well whilst we can. Yep, because we're actually now out of 2 types of food coming in, but that's all perfectly fine. Because, to be honest with you, as soon as we get those 2 up and running, like I said, we can improve our trade. And once that is done, we can start importing a beautiful, beautiful amount of food. Nice. How are we looking? How are we looking in terms of food and fuel? Fuel is the crutch. We don't have anybody in the woodcutter's lodge just yet. We have plenty of roof tiles, plenty of clay coming in. So yes, now is the time. I very much need to expand Lisboa with the next set of housing. Now the next set of housing is simply I'm going to wall around my church. The next set of housing will probably just come along here. And will once again be the slightly smaller style of housing. But we do, as I said, very much need to sort our trade out so we can get our imports going. Because that is the most important part first. Nice. So let's get better deals. Let's close off that and then let us start importing those vegetables for half of the cost. Fantastic. And then so with that, our next stage. Now, do I have wells? Yes, there's one there, and then there should be one down by my wood industry as well. Now what I want to very quickly do is just I think that will end up becoming a road. So let's mark that in. Just so. About that big. Yep. Once again, gardenless, the same as the others. For our inner city houses. There's no space to spare, we just gotta get people in. Like I said, I will definitely put some garden houses a bit further around. Here is definitely gonna be spot number 1, for instance. Maybe even actually down here will probably be my first gardened houses, because eventually this wood industry will move out somewhere. And what's the point talking about a wood industry? Who is currently going? The logs aren't, the woodcutters aren't. Okay, that's all fine. We just want to make sure, whilst I think about it, let's keep them away from the animals and berries for now. So all of you can stay over here. Same with you. When we reactivate you, let's have you take out this area of trees. And so that will get me my further families. That will allow me to kick off a few more things in Lisboa. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, all of those being finished, Orbidos looking absolutely fantastic, fully filled full of families. I was about to say fully staffed, but you don't really staff people with families. Nice bit of money coming in. Construction going well. With that, let's not look at my foragers hut. Let's find my manor house hiding all the way over here in the forests. And I am going to impose a 2% land tax. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, look at the beautiful town of Orbidos. There in the background, our orchard looking absolutely beautiful. How are apples coming in? They're not. It's not really coming in that well at the moment. We'll see if we start getting some of those now, because this one's definitely on its 3rd year, so we should see that fairly soon. And let's go and put one more in the farmhouse, just so I know that is ready for when the time comes. And so until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you are enjoying it so far, and I hope you will continue to join me as we rebuild some of the towns of Portugal. And until next time, that just leaves me to wish you all, until we see you again, I hope that you can stay safe, happy, and healthy.